Hello and welcome once again on Ask Me Anything with me here. And we are here to address and answer all the curious questions that have been asked by various patients who have sent us the list of questions that we are having. Well, once again, welcome to Ask Me Anything on Diabetes with me, Dr. Aniket Banvi. Well, today there is an interesting part that I will be sharing in the coming few minutes. And the most interesting part would be about understanding the significance of we able to manage our stress. And that is something that I'm going to tap in at the very end of the session. And I hope you stay tuned so that you understand and you get the essence of all the techniques or the things that we are going to share on stress and stress management. Well, let me begin by sharing the very first question that have been asked by our curious patients or curious people about whether the person is able to do this or not. So the question goes like this: what should a diabetic person not drink? And that is a very interesting part, and I know where the person is coming from and what is he or she curious to know about. Well, definitely you should be avoiding all the processed packaged beverages. When I say beverages, anything except water is all a beverage, and any beverage is definitely not beneficial for you in any matter or in any manner. Your health will be disrupted, leading to so many other complications in near future, as these are sugary in nature, they are carbonated, they are acidic in nature, and they lead to inflammation in the body, they lead to disruption of the gut health, they lead to so many other further complications in the human body. And this in relation, or this in the long term, leads to many other further complications, like the chronic diseases that we vastly talk about. Especially diabetes is also one among that, but heart disease, cholesterol, increased level of weight, and many other things, directly or indirectly, all these are going to lead to that. So make sure that you know what to feed or drink, or what to drink, so that your body is going to be healthy. And the only question that you need to be asking while you are in that journey, when you're going to take something and when you're going to drink something, ask one simple question: that whatever I'm going to put in my body, is it going to help me in improving my health or no? And the answer is right in front of you. You don't need a doctor, you don't need a guru, you don't need anyone. You, in time scenario, everyone knows what is good for our health and what is bad for our health, and you need to make a choice for your own health. And that is what is going to make a significant change or significant action that will lead you in the long term to take care of your own health. And as I believe that the only person who's going to take care of your health is you, so you need to be the person who is going to step forward, make the right choice in whether to drink the beverage or not. And as I said, the beverage means anything except water is all beverage. And that is, in some or the other way, directly or indirectly, is going to harm you. So, with that, I hope you will take forward that one question that I shared with you, asking that: ask yourself whether anything that you're going to consume, is it going to improve your health or no? And the answer is right in front of you. The very next question that we have is that: why do I get frequent urinations? So many of the diabetic patients who consult us, who sit down and discuss with us, they do go through this process. And unfortunately, they say that I get a lot of frequent urination every now and then. It is so embarrassing. I feel so much irritated. My energy levels are down, and so many other feelings in the same process. And I'm not able to concentrate or focus in my work, in my day to day activities, and it has caused us so much of trouble in my whole lifestyle. Is something which I get to hear from my patients, which I something get to hear from many of the people who share their thoughts across social media and many other places. Now, let us understand why a person who is suffering from diabetes or increased blood sugar levels go through this process. The interesting part of this is that there is a loop that goes on constantly happening. Now, what is this loop? The loop is when a person feels urinating, before this, there is a whole different process that takes place. Now, the very first thing that happens is that whenever your body detects saying that there is an increased blood glucose level above 180 mg per dl, then body says or sends a signal saying to the brain saying that there is excess amount of glucose that is running in the blood. We need to eliminate it, so that the signal says that you need to drink enough amount of water so that I can bind the glucose and the urination, and then the glucose and the water bind them and then lead to the kidneys, and that is where the filtration process occurs, and that is where the excretion of the excess amount of glucose is happening. Now, unfortunately, in this process, when the glucose binds with water and goes to the kidneys, the reabsorption happens and the excretion of that process happens. What happens is that you're not just throwing out the excess amount of glucose from your body, you're also throwing enough amount of vitamins and minerals that are very essential for your body to function very normally. The nutrients are thrown out of the body along with the glucose, and that leads to so many other complications in near future. The fatigue that you feel, the restlessness that you feel, the deficiency that we see, the cravings, the hunger, and very other set of arrays of the dysfunctionality when a diabetic person goes through is because of this. So it is not to be taken very lightly about frequent urination. If you are going through that journey and the frequent urination is there, then make sure that please you consult a doctor. Above that, you need to understand that no medication, nothing or any other format will help you in long term. If you want to manage this, you need to make sure that you start taking care of your health, correcting your lifestyle, and eventually managing your blood glucose level is the ultimate answer. And the moment when you do that, or when you re-emission your diabetes, and when you are able to take control and be able to take care of your health, then you will be able to get off this frequent urination that you see every now and then. And that is the wide and the broad answer that you need to be carrying forward. Now, I shared something that I'll be sharing at the very last of this session, which is about stress. India is said to be, again, a vast majority of people are suffering from stress and stressful days. And you need to make sure that there are various ways and techniques that you should implement in your life, because stress in relationship, stress in career, stress in life, stress in every aspect of us has engulfed in some or the other way for everyone, for all the ages, also in today's time and scenario, and the mental health and the amount of the pressure and the amount of burden that we are seeing in today's time and scenario. Now, there are various methodologies, the various means to which you can cope up your stress. There is something that you need to understand, that there are two systems. One is sympathetic and one is parasympathetic. Learn to manage your parasympathetic nervous system. Whenever you are stressed, the sympathetic nervous system is being activated, and to manage that you have to learn parasympathetic nervous system, or learn to manage your parasympathetic nervous system. And there are various other techniques that you can implement in your day-to-day life, like nadi shodhana pranayama, anloma viloma, deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, box breathing, and many other such various techniques have been put forth in the across the arena, so that you can implement these strategies, these parasympathetic, these techniques in managing your stress in a very unique way, in a very efficient way. So make sure that you learn these techniques. Before that, you learn what is parasympathetic nervous system, because this is something part of you, and once you learn it, you know throughout your life what is what. And this is something, a self education or self understanding, that you need to know if you're watching this video. And I hope you go and do a thorough research on it, study about it, learn about it, and hopefully you manage your stress by taking care of your own health. With that, I'll be taking a leave. We'll be coming every Wednesday on live to answer these curious questions. With that, I'll take a leave and see you in the next video.